Welcome to BattleTech in the Morning with Captain Nips. I'm Captain Nips, and today, on this bright and sunny Monday, we're going to take a step back and we're gonna refresh. We're gonna start anew from the weekend, and just gonna play a match.
Welcome, Commander.
But as with all of my videos, I have a little bit of an ulterior motive, enough to keep things interesting. So one of the things I have not done a lot with yet are the medium mechs, aside from using them for specific purposes. And a particular slice of mechs that have gone pretty overlooked in my games are the mechs that used to be called unseens, are now called rescenes or classics, depending on the design you're talking about. So your Griffins, your Wolverines, your Shadowhawks, and the like. So today I'm going to play with some of those. So let's just take a look at the list and see what we have to work with. So there's our Griffin, there's our Shadowhawk. There's another Shadowhawk and another Griffin. It's good to know. That's pretty much it right now. I know that there are some others maybe hiding in the game files. I don't want to turn them on just quite yet, because it's early. It's Monday. I'm feeling lazy, frankly. I don't really want to. I don't want to have to tinker with the game files. So I'm just going to take a squad of Griffin and Shadowhawk variants. And I should probably, look at these things before I play with them, but why not? Let's do some due diligence. So one of the Griffins, the one in, has a PPC and an LRM 10, and that's basically it. The Shadowhawk 2D, two SRM 2s, LRM 5, medium laser, AC 5, so pretty well-rounded spread of different weapon systems. Up here, Shadowhawk 2H drops one of the two SRM 2s for more armor, I believe. But you still have the autocannon 5, you still have the LRM 5, medium laser SRM 2. And then the other Griffin, instead of the PPC, you pick up a large laser and two mediums, and we downgrade the LRM to an LRM 5. So kind of a mixed build, kind of a mixed bag. Make sure I've got the right Griffin here. So yes, Griffin 1N, 1S, 2H, 2D, well within our 25 million C-bill budget. Pilot-wise, lots of jump jets, so we'll leave Blockade on this one, and we'll actually grab Showboat for more Angel of Death, which may be a mistake, but we're just gonna roll with it. This Shadowhawk, I think I want to take. I want to try some things that I haven't really tried. So Arclight, can't hurt to have some bonus initiative there. Then we have Precision Strike, so she's in the 1N, which actually wouldn't be the worst choice, because with Precision Strike she's only got two weapon systems, so I could pick one and use that if I felt the need. Over on the other side, we're going to throw up a, I think we'll go with Heavy Striker? No, that doesn't, that I don't have a good feeling about that. I kind of want to start the week with a nice, not overwhelming victory, but just a nice solid win. So here's what I'm going to do. I am going to go against their heavy support, and I am going to do the thing that I fear when it comes to running a fire support style lance, which is having the enemy run straight up into my face. So that's kind of what I'm going to do, is I'm going to march my mediums right up into the faces of all these mechs, and I'm going to murder them before their long range equipment does me in. Map wise today, I think I'm going to take, where haven't we been in a while? Alpine River. I feel like Alpine River. And we'll go with Frozen Day. And let's just fight. Let's just smash some mechs together. Let's refresh our memory after the long weekend away from BattleTech and try to relearn some lessons and figure out how these crazy things work. And there we go. Alright, so
Command interface initiated.
We're in the hills. This is good. We got our mechs. Got our griffins and our shadowhawks. Looking snazzy as per usual. So let's back up. Let's turn around. Enemy's going to be there, which means the shortest distance from my fists to their face are going to be this way.
Yep.
Down the hill. Get marching.
I hear ya. Yeah?
One thing I did want to check before I get marched out too far for potentially some more long-range video shenanigans is LRMs. What kind of range brackets are we looking at? And the range brackets are actually relatively short. You've got your minimum range where it's basically a no-fly zone. You've got optimal here, and you've got long here, where it breaks about there. Maybe we hang one of these back. Maybe we hang that griffin back just to see what kind of long-range poking we can do with that LRM-10. But that is not this mech. This mech needs to move. All right, what do we got? LRM-10, cool. LRM-10, PPC. So we're gonna pick a spot right up here, maybe, because likely the engagement is gonna be down in this area. I mean, certainly down in the river, but probably up there. Might have to creep forward a little bit once it's all said and done.
Move order confirmed.
I think what I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to march this griffin and probably both Shadowhawks. I don't see any reason to hold them back. I'm going to march them straight up. I'm going to see what kind of supporting fire an LRM-10 at exceptionally long range can do for us. And then if I need to, I can always just have her march this in.
Yeah.
So, let's keep hustling. Let's not stand on the hot.
On it.
You know what they say, don't stand in the lava. We all remember that
Waiting on you, Commander.
venerated children's game. The floor is lava.
Affirmative.
In this case, floor is literally lava. Let's go this way.
Awaiting orders.
Apex, we'll just have you crest the hill here. Right there.
On the move.
Which should give you maximum range with the LRM-10 to somewhere along this line.
Got a sensor trace.
So it was Commando, 2 cats, and an awesome.
Sensor trace?
So in a perfect world, I keep my head down until I get up on top of their position.
Yep.
Arclight doing the good work with her initiative. Let's see, we want to sprint. There's no reason not to, because all I want to do is get on top of them. We're going to get 4 sensor traces? Nope. Of course not. Alright, so we got a commando. Surprisingly not getting line of sight. Although, yeah, I suppose that rock is pretty sharp and out there.
Aye, aye.
Alright, so let's get the rest of this team rolling. Where do we want to stand when we're done? This seems like not the worst position. Getting those sprints in to give us position and also give us that sweet, sweet evasion bonus.
Affirmative.
And Apex we'll just reserve for now. On the off chance that something actually blunders into line of sight. I'm guessing that will not occur here. I would, of course, be proven wrong seconds later after making that assertion.
Aye, aye.
So, we can stand back here. How far back can we go? We got indirect fire to this spot because there's our outside edge of optimal, outside edge of maximum. Yeah, we'll just go right here, turn around. We are turning around, correct? Yes, good.
Moving out.
And I recognize that this is evasion down here from the catapult running. But I have 24 salvos of LRM-10 ammo, and that seems like a whole lot of missiles that I can just kind of burn and doing whatever. Dodges, snuck one through. Okay. Oh, here come their missiles. Dodge, 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 baby. Goes both ways. Oh, he snuck. Ooh, he snuck way more through than I did, but he's also throwing 3 times the missiles. Oh, hello. That is the LRM variant of the Awesome back there. Dodging like mad. Yeah, now we definitely need to get up in their faces. I always see Awesome and I think PPCs.
What do you need?
So what do we do here? Well, we definitely try to get in close. There's no reason not to get in close. I wonder. So here's something that I've been kind of thinking and tinkering with is meleeing against an evasive target. So if you land the melee attack, it seems like it breaks evasion. So lost evasive. So now that's great. So there's another somewhat of a counter to evasive max, which is just roll up and punch them.
Internal structure damage.
I don't feel like that's the greatest counter to that particular problem, but it is a counter. So I'd just like to point out it's interesting from this spot the direct line to the catapult is obscured, but from this spot it is not. I don't know that I trust that. Let's see if we go here, turn the corner. Gonna do 90 damage with lasers. Drop the LRM. Those are good chances to hit. We like that.
Engaging target.
Ooh, spreading it around though. Oh, blockade. Focus fire. Focus fire. Center of mass.
What can I do for you?
Showboat. Where do we want to go? Getting just right up in there. So she's actually got, oh, let's hold up a sec. She's got autocannon 5, SRM2, LRM5, medium laser. So the medium laser and SRM2, we want to be close. That autocannon 5, we kind of want to keep a little bit of space. Not a lot. I think that's probably good enough to that catapult. We just need enough space so that the AC doesn't take the minimum range penalty, but I'm taking it anyway. Apparently it was too close. That's fine. I have 15 salvos. The LRMs... Do we not? Man, we don't build up hardly any heat off of this first attack. You know what? We'll just throw the weapons fire, even though they're bad odds. Look at that. Spray of very small munitions. Good times.
Commander.
Apex. You still have... Yeah, you still have firing solution. 50%, 45%, 55%. Interestingly enough, to the catapult in the back row, who is covered. So we are going to just continue to rain on good targets. There we go. Land some hits.
Reporting internal damage.
Alright. Time to get mean on that catapult. Whoa, look at those missiles. Holy smokes.
Oh, I hate these guys. I'm hit.
Keep it together, Blockade. You're fine. Shadowhawk. Arclight, on the other hand, is having a real bad moment.
Damn it! I took one in the meat.
Arclight, get up, please. I need you to go do some dirty work on somebody here.
Okay. Ready for action.
Let's see. So, melee for 85 damage, 67%. Or, oop, I'm going to have to move. That's unfortunate. If I move, we're looking at 55s. Yeah. Alright, I think I'm just going to... What has he got? He is the medium laser and SRM build. Problem with fighting this particular enemy lance is that the knockdowns are going to come aplenty because of all the missiles they're throwing at me. So, what if we were to punch this commando? 67% chance to hit for 85 damage. If I were to reposition to fire my guns instead, I'm looking at 25, 50, 100. Skip the LRM. 120, 140. I could do 140 damage with weapon sprays. I actually probably should. I should probably rotate my line. Just. Also, let's do this. Let's disable these guns so that we can see where my AC5 gets its sweet spot. There we go. Rotate my line so that maybe somebody else takes the brunt of all of this weapons fire, because Arclight Shadowhawk looks like it's made out of tissue paper right now. So let's do this.
Roger.
Pull back. Turn around. Target the commando. Turn on all the guns. Alarm 5, there's no reason not to. We've got the heat scale. We've got more ammo than we'll ever use. Also, it can't hurt to throw more guns at this because the percentages aren't great.
I'm taking the shot.
That was overall kind of an unimpressive salvo of weapons. And this commando's going to run right up and blow the crap out of Arclight. Wow, that arm went flying.
I got an armor breach.
But our friend the commando decided that this was maybe... I don't know why he thought this spot was a good place to go. 77 chance to hit versus 55s. Let's take the melee for now. Why not? Why not, I say.
Head down.
Maybe we get lucky and just punch a torso off. Or unlucky and miss completely. This commando's going to tie me up. I'm going to get murdered by LRMs. Anyone else feel that coming on?
Good to go.
I certainly feel it coming on. Alright, so let's... What an odd What an odd indicator. I wonder why that line is turning dark like that. Normally that means... Normally that means there's an obstruction, but if she's standing in the literal hex where there is the obstruction, how could she be obstructed to any of these nearby targets? I'm going to go here just out of curiosity's sake and see what that means for me, because that's weird.
Moving out.
Okay, let's turn on some of these guns. Somehow this spot is obstructed. The literally standing in this spot, she is obstructed, has an obstructed line of fire from that spot just for being in that spot. Oh, that is real unfortunate. Gonna fire the LRMs because we've still got plenty of heat scale. We get a couple of them to land, even better. Alright, Apex.
Standing by.
Apex, I think I need you to get up into this fight proper. So let's start moving you forward and let's start taking some shots with you. And some stuff. So. Precision strike. When attacking with a single weapon, ignore cover and guarded. So we could take a shot at this catapult back here with either our PPC or our LRM-10s. I think we'll go with the PPC. We want to try punching holes first. And let's see if we can perhaps land this. No. That looked like a beautiful shot until the damage indicator popped up. That's real unfortunate. Now this catapult is going to do what I did several videos ago. Slowly back down the river and obliterate my mechs from range. And Arclight's going to go down.
I'm going down. I'm hit.
So far, not really feeling... Oh, and here comes the indirect on my knockdown target. Yep, there goes Arclight. So far, not really feeling these particular mechs, and I kind of knew I wasn't going to. Was talking with some friends on the Penny Arcade forums about the mech designs and weapon loadouts and whatnot, and like not why are they what they are, but like in terms of modern mech warrior kind of gameplay, like if you're to look at something like MechWarrior Online is a thing we tend to reference a lot because we play that a lot.
Yep.
Your mech designs in MechWarrior Online want to be very tightly focused in terms of builds. So like you're building a mech that has mostly small short-range weapons, like a bunch of medium lasers and SRMs, or even just a bunch of medium lasers, or you're kind of sticking to a particular suite of weapons. And these mechs that I have right now, these Griffins and Shadowhawks, are kind of all over the place. They don't really... They're very generalist builds, and as a consequence, hey, this was supposed to be targetable. I feel like I just got gypped. That's fine. Because these mechs were built canonically to be kind of generalist, do everything builds, you get things like an LRM-5 rack on a 3025 inner sphere mech that tonnage, which is substantial, could have been better used for another medium laser or two and a couple of heat sinks to make it a more focused task specific build, which probably would increase its ability to fight in a situation like this. %100% chance to hit. We like those odds. Can't go wrong, right?
Moving to position.
Can't possibly go wrong. Yeah, open up the side torso.
That's a critical hit.
Wang a laser. Knock it down. Okay. Maybe Apex gets lucky with an indirect salvo.
Standing by.
Can we get a direct salvo, though? Nope. Not particularly. Oh, so many juicy targets right here. So I could either
Confirmed.
fire the PPC down on this commando, or I could fire the LRM indirectly at this catapult. Let's just check odds here. 80% with the PPC, 75% with the LRM. If I'm coming from this guy's left side, what am I looking at? Maybe I breach the armor in a section. Maybe I get a lucky shot that destroys a section. Yeah, not great. I think I probably want to pile on this catapult. Aim for the head. 75% chances. Not the greatest, but we'll take it.
Target's taking a critical hit.
Pretty sure I did not land any of those in the head. And here we go. It'll be very interesting to see when we get the full game, once we get a mech lab or some simulacrum of that, what kind of designs fall out of the game mechanics that this game relies on. You know, clearly throughout the beta so far we've seen some things that are very powerful. Knockdowns are very powerful. Heat scale damage via flamers is very powerful. So, you know, massed missiles will be good. Flamers will be a very strong utility choice. Massed indirect fire, if you can get it, is, you know, LRMs in this case.
Easy on the armor, buddy.
Certainly can do quite a bit of work. Autocannon 10s being the
Flanked.
Gauss rifle of the 3025 era, apparently in this game, are going to be a very popular choice.
Structure damage.
Wow. I'm getting worked by all these missiles. Just
Damn it.
worked.
Oh, that hit me in the meat.
Alright, so this is not going well, clearly.
I still don't understand why these things have legs. Roger.
And cockpit. That's right, kick you in the face. Alright. Showboat,
Good to go.
get up, please. What's this guy got going on? Not nearly enough damage on his stability scale.
Back to standing. What's next?
I can go here, I can go here. Here gives up my back. Here probably gives up only my side. Showboat with her 97% chance to hit. That is amazing.
Right, Commander.
Get airborne. There we go. Open up that CT. Land some nice stability
Yes, Commander.
damage. Alright, so can we get to a direct fire location on that commando? Or catapult? The answer is no. So let's just continue to move down, get a decent
Moving
indirect
to
line of
position.
fire. Continue raining on this guy. 65 seems kind of weak to throw inspiration on that at this point, so let's just do the missile rack.
Firing on target.
Did not get the lucky knockdown. That's too bad. Would have appreciated the lucky knockdown. Are these guys just going to ground? Nope, not all of them. This guy was going to ground because of heat considerations.
That got through my armor, Commander.
You're fine. Curious to see what this awesome decides. This awesome decides to rain LRMs on Showboat. Really not that surprising.
Can't take many more hits like that.
Oof. I mean, when you've got an LRM 45, which I think is what's on that awesome. There's absolutely no reason not to use that every turn, all the time, constantly. All right, so stand up. We're gonna move. We're gonna take a look at this guy. All right, so CT's open. We appreciate that. Side torso's open. That's good. I want to move to a location where my autocan 5 does not incur a minimum range penalty. That looks to be about right.
On my way.
And then I'm going to turn all these weapons back on. I'm going to inspire her because her attacks are garbage right now.
Go time.
There we go. Look at those. 95% minus the LRM-5. But we're firing the LRM-5 because heat scale and ammo are not really a huge concern right now. Here we go. Knock out the right side. Take off not quite half of its weapons. But we definitely are giving this catapult a bad day at this particular moment. So let's continue that trend.
Move into position.
Let's see. So, heat scale, fine. Lasers, good. Even the LRMs. We'll take it.
Roger.
Oh, wow. That was ugly. Could have been better.
Awaiting orders.
Apex, welcome to the front line. We need you to do some dirt with that pair of weapons you got there. Look at those 2 hit percentages. We like them odds. That's a leg and some missiles. All right. Catapult number 1 seems to be he's chosen to stand and fight.
Oh, they don't like me at all.
And here comes the rain.
Oh, you bastards.
Blockade has taken 3 hits to the pilot. I have a sneaking suspicion he is just gonna bite it to micro explosions near the cockpit.
Crap. That shot went internal.
Well, he didn't die yet.
Oh.
Well, although that did not help either. Alright. So, Blockade. Need you to get your shit together. Please. Before you die to just
For action.
incidental weapon fire. What's the best approach here? Do we just stand and fire? Stand and fire, maybe move Apex out to rotate my line. Got heat scale for it.
Let her rip.
Really would like to kill this catapult.
Scored a critical hit.
Okay. Ooh, got the knockdown. Finally. Alright, so.
Waiting for orders.
Showboat. Can you, from here, center of mass. I like your numbers. Those are the best numbers I've seen come out of you in a while. Why is that? Because your tactics is actually decent. Tactic 6. Good for shooting it down targets.
Commencing alpha strike.
But do you kill it? No. Alright.
Commander.
So, plan B. Plan A was to have that thing die and then have Apex run up here into the faces of these mechs. But plan B, we just kill this mech that's downed. Let's see. Can we get a slightly better firing solution with our LRMs so that they have a better chance to hit? Yes. The answer is yes, we can. Take 1 step back.
On the move.
In this case, a step, a turn, a step, a turn. Call shot that big old juicy medium. Make sure we turn that PPC back on. And
Firing all weapons.
pow! Didn't need the missiles. Oh well.
Tango down.
Mission accomplished. So now, the other team It's out of sensor, or out of visual range, which means they're going to have to move. Question is, move and cover. Okay. Enough to get line of sight on Showboat so the indirect rains can start falling again. Fantastic.
Internal damage.
Alright, now's the time to get right up in their faces. So, turn the corner.
Moving out.
He's got cover from trees. Catapult has cover from being covered. What do we got for numbers? 40% don't have a line of sight. 45 and 95 do have a line of sight. Well, use our line of sight.
Aye, aye. Copy that.
God, it's like we didn't do any damage to this thing. Oh, there it is. Scraped up some armor on the side torso and leg. How are we doing for heat? We're doing fine for heat. Weapons fire. Sure.
Commander?
Showboat. We want to get you into that autocannon 5 sweet spot again. Ideally, we want to keep you out of line of sight of that awesome... Ah, sweetie, your normal gunnery is so bad. Sure, we'll take that.
Got it.
Heat scale's fine. Weapons are what they are.
Firing everything I've got.
Oh, missing with the autocannon. That's killer. That hurts. Ugh, man. Alright, so what's he gonna do? He's gonna pull back to cover, turn around, fire missiles at me. Surprising literally no one. Because their big advantage right now is A, blowing up my max. It's a great advantage to have, is blowing up your enemy max. Oh boy. And Showboat's about to get worked.
I took some shrapnel.
Couldn't tell.
Ah,
4 injuries.
I'm gonna need a medic.
Ah, you're fine.
Good to go.
You can see my callous disregard for human life in the way I treat my pilots. It's a good thing we have replacements for all of you. Let's go flying. Can we fly a kite?
Commander.
Nope, we can't fly a kite. So, how about I just roll up on you fools? Can I get there for a melee attack? No. So if I sprint literally up into their faces, what are they going to do?
Affirmative.
That's a very curious, I have a curiosity here. What are they going to do? Alright, so Apex on the other hand. Apex has some work she needs to do. From, say... Actually, probably right about here. I know it's still in the water, which is not ideal. Ooh, and that's going to be obstructed. I refuse to believe the game when it says one of those lines of sight is obstructed and the other is not. I would prefer to stay in the water, but I think I need to take to the land.
On the move.
Need to come out of the great ocean. And these LRMs are not great either. What we got? Yeah. 2 hit percentage on both is just garbage for the LRMs because minimum range. Inspiration isn't going to help that at all. So we'll just fire on the catapult.
Full salvo.
May have been worth just using precise shot with the PPC, but wow, point blank with the missiles. You know, gets the work done. That's unfortunate.
Battleneck down.
Because now this awesome is going to ruin my face with every missile. You know, when you're mounting an LRM 30 or an LRM 45, sometimes you can just point blank a dude by pointing in their direction and pulling the trigger.
Yes, Commander.
I get it. I get it. Speaking of getting it, we got leg armor to use. 98% chance to hit on a 50 by 2, which is probably more, yeah, which will be more than anything else I've got available to me at the moment. So,
Dead from above!
go on, Apex. Land a headshot. That'd be great. Yeah, torso shot. Probably not coming out this the winner, the victor. Especially when this guy rolls up behind me and just does the thing you wouldn't expect to do, which is fire all your LRMs at point blank. Now this guy's coming in for the proper hand-to-hand. That's gonna hurt. Yup. Right arm. Pretty sure that was the PPC arm.
I'm falling.
Yep. That's about right.
Commander, I'm hit.
Well, we're definitely not reserving, so... Yep, PPC is gone. So I think we're just down to throwing elbows,
Back in action.
which is not going to work out too well in the long run for me. Unless I get some real lucky attacks. Headshots and the like. Nope, that's a leg. Knock down aside. This just turns into a big old punching match, and I'm on the receiving end of a 2-on-1. So it's just a matter of time before this match gets rolled up against my favor. I was talking earlier about the kind of generalist design that the Griffins and Shadowhawks and Wolverines and those kind of medium mechs of this era are, and it's really kind of shame because I do like the mech designs themselves, but those weapon loadouts are just so all over the place that I think the first thing that's going to happen in any campaign game with salvage is you're going to get a Griffin or a Wolverine or a Shadowhawk or something, and you're going to strip all its weapons and immediately rebuild it. Like, no one in their right mind, I think, is going to use the stock, these particular stock mechs, because they're harder to use than they need to be, because their weapons are kind of all over the place and paying a lot of tonnage for not nearly the commensurate amount of damage that you would want.
Move order confirmed.
You were supposed to move over here.
Attempting physical attack.
And you keep aiming low for some reason on those melee attacks.
Internal.
Whereas something like the catapult in its stock varieties, there goes my other leg. The stock varieties, 4 medium lasers and 2 LRM-15s. Like, that is a very strong build because you have your long range and you have your short range. They're well bracketed, and you can even use those LRMs up close, as evidenced by the AI's behavior in this match, when you really need to. Oh, it makes me sad for some of these older designs. And it kind of makes me sad for this match. But you know what? It's Monday. It was a warm-up game. I clearly probably wasn't playing as well as I could. I'm willing to accept that. That's okay. We're still playing a game, which is still better than doing basically anything else in life. So, 14 rounds, 38 minutes. I got hosed. Enemy forces. I got a lucky headshot off on the commando. It took me forever to whittle this catapult down to nothing using the guns I brought to the table. And didn't even really get in on this awesome in any meaningful way. But what are you going to do? You win some, you lose some. And that'll be all for today's BattleTech in the Morning. I am back at it again as Captain Nips, and I will see all of you in tomorrow's video.